Hey guys, welcome to Have a Drink and Paint. We're doing Brotherhood of the Wolf. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it is a French movie. And it is very much a good movie, but at the same time, the beginning's pretty slow. It suffers from Mortal Kombat syndrome. And if you know, you know. I mean, pretty much Mortal Kombat came in 95, I think. And after that, in the 2000s, they just spent a lot of time trying to horn in martial arts where they don't belong. This is very much one of those type of movies. And I remembered it a lot fondlier than when I watched it recently. Like, when it came out, I thought it was pretty damn good. And then when I rewatched it recently, it was like, wow. Yeah, I forgot that happened. Huh. Why was that? Never mind. Didn't make sense. But yeah, that's very much the type of movie we're dealing with today. And pretty simple for the most part. If you watch my Beast de Gévaudan video I did a while back, you kind of got an idea of the story already, but I'll do a quick overview for those of you that have not. And basically in the 1700s, 1760s, to be a little more precise, there was a rash of killings of peasant girls and boys, mostly sheep herders, and they were attributed to a wolf or a beast because of the way the kills happened. But that's pretty much what the movie's about. But it does kind of touch on the eventual conclusion that most people have come to, which is there was a guy high up in the ranks in the French magistrate, or whatever you want to call it, government, and he had a menagerie. And the theory is that it was a jackal. The movie uses a different animal. I don't know if you can guess what the other animal might be, but the consensus is he trained this thing to kill and used it to cover up his crimes. Which makes a lot of sense for the time. But the movie itself follows a guy that I could have swore was Christopher Lambert, but when I rewatched it, I was like, really? It's not him? He looks similar, and they're both Frenchmen, but for some reason, I could have swore it was him, but I was incorrect. So anyways, this other actor, their names are French, so I'm not even going to try to go for that. We're just going to keep going. For the purpose of this video, he's the main guy. So the main guy and his partner come riding into town just as 4 or 5 Frenchmen are beating the hell out of this old guy and this, I'm going to say, younger lady. He's in his 60s, she's at least in her 20s. And they come riding in on horses, and it's him and his brother, which we find out is a Native American from the Mohican tribe. And the Native American gets off his horse, beats the hell out of the guys with Kung Fu. Because, you know, most Mohicans know Kung Fu. But after that, it's a pretty slow movie. We move on to the main storyline. Basically, the head guy is trying to get at this girl this entire movie, which is one of the king's daughters or something. And she has a brother that has a missing arm, and he lost it in a altercation with a lion in Africa. And early on, we find out that he signs his kills, because he's a hunter. He signs his kills with a silver bullet. So, just foreshadowing there. But after a while, and there's a whole bunch of extra stuff in between. It's a very good movie. Like I said, it's hard to watch a French movie if you're not used to it. They are different. So this one was a bit different, but like I said, at least they have the dub version, so you can listen to it in English on Tubi. And yeah. After quite a few scenes of him trying to impress this girl and going back and forth, they end up going to hunt the beast of Gévaudan. And they do it several times, and finally the guy gets told, okay, you gotta leave. We brought this other guy in, he caught it, and we're not going to talk anymore about it because the Queen says so. So it starts playing into politics and stuff like that, so it kind of goes that route, but it's like I said, just kind of one of those slow burners. But after we get through the politics, version of it. The main guy and his brother, the Indian, and there's a whole like Mortal Kombat scene where the Indian fights all these different people in like a cage fighter style type match. So like I said, very much Mortal Kombat influenced. And from there it pretty much goes to they're on their own. So him and his brother decide to hunt the wolf or the beast.
Mystery hidden from view. Killing all that get in its way. But now, two men sent to uncover the truth are about to encounter their greatest fear. A deadly secret, a dark power, even greater than they ever imagined. Universal Pictures and Studio Canal are proud to present an ancient legend. Now.
And they end up coming across the actual beast. And they go to fight with it. The beast gets away. His brother goes after it. Ends up in the lair of this cult that works with the church, or at least a priest of the church in the town. And from there basically you start learning the backstory, and it kind of comes to the same conclusion that the real life conclusion came to. And one of the guys, the one with the silver bullet hunting trait, also he only has one arm. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, that's a thing. But turns out, nope, he's got two arms. Anyways, if you watch the movie, you'll see it's kind of awkward and ridiculous. But they did it, so, I mean, what else, I guess. But, the Native American guy comes into the lair of not only the beast, but the people that control the beast. And they end up getting the better of him, even after all the martial arts he could muster. And basically, he ends up getting shot by the guy that controls the beast. And, whoops. After that happens, the main character kind of goes ape shit, puts on some camo makeup and figures out where they're at, because he did a autopsy on his brother. He's also a taxidermist or something. So he does the autopsy on him and finds a silver bullet in his back. So, dun dun dun. Anyways, he goes to kill everybody. He was only able to kill some of them because he had to be back by dawn to burn his brother's body and remains so that he has enough juju to get into heaven, because it's better at dawn, I guess. Anyways, from there they basically arrest him because obviously the guy that's killing people is in charge of everybody, so why wouldn't he arrest you instead of having to deal with you? And after that, this prostitute he's been seeing at the bordello, which was a whole ordeal in itself. She visits him in prison and makes sure he's fed and gives him poison, which she had mentioned earlier. And basically it kills him for a while, and then he kind of comes back. So resurrected him comes back and infiltrates a cult meeting of the other guys, and from there he starts to fight everybody. And like, he spends more time fighting one particular person than anybody else. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. But they spend a lot of time on it. And this whole time we find out that the old man and woman from the beginning are with these people. And it seems like the old man doesn't want to be. He's just there because of his daughter. But kind of turns out to not be the case. So after he fights all these people, he goes to fight the main bad guy, which is the guy with one arm who happens to have two arms. Like I said, you gotta watch it. It's a good movie. So he ends up having two arms, and I don't know if you ever played Soul Calibur, but there's a character named Ivy that has a sword, and it breaks apart into pieces and has a chain in between it and turns into like a whip. Anyways, this guy has one of those, so he starts going bananas with that. The main guy ends up beating him, and the prostitute chick ends up killing the daughter of the old man. And it turns out the old man had been training this lion cub this whole time to carry out the other guy's murders. And the guy really loves the animal. And they've got like a bone helmet on him, barbed wire wrapped around him, metal moving teeth on the thing. It's very extravagant lion. But the old man pretty much is sad because they end up having to put the animal down. They injured it, which obviously it's a man killer, so they'd have to put it down anyways. So they put it down and basically move on from there. Everybody lives. One guy gets killed at the end. It's very awkward. It's much ado about politics and war. But either way, it's a good movie. Definitely worth a watch, especially since it's dubbed right now. It was when it came out in 2001, I couldn't find a dubbed version to save my life, so it was all subtitled. So, and the dubbed version does a good job on Tubi. So go check it out. I'm going to get this finished up. I appreciate you guys checking me out. Like, subscribe. We'll be doing a giveaway of Mr. Lion here. And like, comment, share, subscribe, and then comment done. And you'll be entered into the giveaway. We've had a few of them now. They seem to be going pretty good, so I'm going to keep doing them. Hope you guys enjoy. And we'll see you next time on Have a Drink and Paint.